Alright then, hello, everybody. The moon is up and so am I. And as you can see, we're actually a place that's white instead of black. Hallelujah for those who read better with white on top of black or black on top of white. I personally read better when it's white text on top of a black background. But that's not how Inkscape works. So this actually has yet to be posted, mainly because I don't want to post something that doesn't have a cover just yet. I'm trying to get that fixed out, and I actually might have a personal t-shirt made in the future, which I will not be selling, mainly because, well, I don't think I am old enough to actually to set something up on Reddit. I don't make any money because I don't have a job and other things like that. So, you know what? Enough of me speaking of what has yet to come. Let's actually start reading this story. And by the way, I did try to tilt sideways. It won't do me any good. Chapter 1, Helping Hand. Oops, I forgot to do that. It's not easy being the child of Satan. Most would think they're acting or they're crazy, but not in Scully's case. Scully was Satan's child by blood. I know this because he was my friend since we were children. This is the story of Scully Fur. The day of birth. Scully's mother didn't know that she had Satan's child until he was born. He was born with his skin gray as cement, his hair black as coal, with a tail about 12 centimeters long, and eyes red as blood. His mother looked at him in horror as he reached out to her. Nobody knows how or why, but Scully's mother ended up taking him home with her. 5 years old. Scully heard the basement door being unlocked, so he went up the stairs to make his mother breakfast, and then to do the rest of the chores around the house. His mother didn't bother to put him back in the basement, which meant he had time to do whatever he wanted to do, as long as he stayed inside, since he wasn't allowed outside. He prepared something to eat and sat at the living room window, waiting for me to come out and play in the front yard. I didn't know he would watch me play with my ball, or I would have invited him to play with me. I remember feeling like I was watched when I was a little girl, but I thought it was a guardian angel, so I just pushed it aside. 10 years old. It was the day before my birthday, as I was playing in my front yard as usual, when Charlotte and her friends came by. Charlotte never liked me since my dad was a criminal that everyone knew, and he kept getting away with crimes before he passed away. She took my ball and kicked it across the street, breaking the basement window of Scully's house. I wanted my ball back, so I crossed the street. I was about to knock on the door when Charlotte pulled my hair back and made me get on the ground in front of the broken window. She told me to go in and get the ball back, which is what I did. I carefully climbed in through the window, avoiding the broken glass, and that's when I saw him. His back was to me, but his wrists, ankles, and neck were chained to the floor. I didn't bother looking for my ball since he had all my attention. Charlotte gasped, which made him turn towards me. He looked so empty, so sad, so alone. Charlotte and her friends screamed in horror as they ran away, but I wasn't scared of him. I tried to talk to him, but he didn't have enough energy to speak. I moved his chains and saw that he was allergic to them and he was hungry. I quickly looked for something to free him with while he ate my grilled bologna cheese sandwich. I found a pipe laying on the ground and pried the chains apart from the floor. I didn't know the basement door was locked from the outside until I broke the doorknob off. I couldn't reach all the locks, so I helped him out through the window. I opened my front door and called out to my mom. She was shocked to see who I was helping, but she helped us anyway. After carefully removing the rest of the chains and giving him something to help his skin heal, we played in the living room. He said his name was Scully, and I told him my name, Linda Goldstein. He explained why he was chained up, which made my mother call the police. Scully stayed with us for the rest of the day while the police waited for his mother to come back. When she did, she was arrested for child abuse, and Scully was going to live somewhere else. I hugged him one last time so I could slip something into his pocket. It was an idea for an outfit to match him. It looked a lot like Lord Garmadon's outfit before he became the Green Ninja, but the little green 5 isn't there, and it was more like a tank top. I hoped he'd take a look at it, and that his new home would make the outfit for him. I couldn't wait to see him again, but that didn't happen for 7 years. And that's all I have so far of Scully. And this originally was this is going to be the official version that I will actually try to put as like a real book. If you wanted to check out the original version, if I ever post it, it can be found on Wattpad as soon as I actually finish chapter 2 and upload it, where you actually know where Linda came from and who Scully was originally meant to be. Same thing from Linda. Sorry if I heard something. So here I am working on this like during school. Since I couldn't think of anything else better to do, and Scully kept popping up again and again and again. Scully and his friends have been popping up in my mind for so many times that I felt as though I have to write this down. I have to make this a thing. In fact, I'm actually going to try and get an official Scully, where not only would he be on a t-shirt, or whoops, he actually, the official Scully, quote-unquote official Scully, might actually end up on a t-shirt from school. But I can't sell that. Or at least I don't think it can be sold. So, I want to pause the recording, see if I can find something else, because I just realized how short this is. So, see you in a few. I myself haven't been here in like a long time, and jeez, he's Moma. Wow. I was actually told that like Moma was supposed to be part of a series of 5 stories. I finished 3 of them, this being the second one, but I never finished the 4th one, meaning the 5th one was never created. Shit. Oops. I didn't mean to curse. Oh well. Yeah. This was like... God, when was this? This is... Actually, you know what? Skip. Dawn of the Stroke of Midnight, for Friday, August 28th, 2017. Wow, that's old. Anyways, sorry about the cough if I kind of broke your eardrums. So, but let's actually read this, because I was told that this is the best out of the three, and actually the first ended up being the worst because of the all time jumps they did and stupid things I put in there. Really, do not look up Light Up My Cafe. It's just so cringy when I look at it now. It's so cringy, and this might actually make me cringe because I don't remember inputting something that actually is useful, but I never used it. And that makes me so mad. Anyways, let's get the cringe fest going. Question mark, point of view. I slowly wake up from slumber to see a new scenery for once. I was outside in a dark forest with no light, but raggedy clothes were on me. I never really had clothes on for a long time. The only clothes I remember wearing was a dress that went into my knees and maybe some skirts and shirts and shorts. It was before Dad disappeared. My mom wasn't aware of the curse on our family tree. You see, long ago, my great-great-grandfather made a mistake. He loved the girl who was the daughter of the witch of the town, who was a servant of his. When he was convinced that he was foolish for saying he loved her, she committed suicide. Her mother cursed our family tree, saying that the next daughter in the family tree will be a part of the animal kingdom. Pretty much like Penelope. And I'm still mad that I actually let that happen. Sorry about the little off note. Continuing on. From that point on, it was all boys until 3 years before I was born. My aunt gave birth to a beautiful baby girl who everyone thought was a Urzawa, but she gave birth to a Rogers by force, which led to a divorce, and I never really found out what happened to Lyra. Which means the first Urzawa girl was me, or is me. My dad was okay with me since he knew it would eventually happen, but my mom didn't want me. She was only nice to me when Dad was around, but when he disappeared, she started to treat me like the animal I was. I slowly lost my memory of the sun, the moon, and eventually everything nice is when she kept me in the basement at the age of 7. That's all I want to talk about right now. I'm 17 now. Holy crap, I just made a little realization. Apparently, Scully was 10 when he was finally freed. And 10 plus 7 is 17. This girl was in the basement at 7. She is now 17. That's 10 years. Wow. Apparently, we have something against 17. The numbers is 10, 17, and the number 7. And I actually have a reason for not liking the number 7. Continuing on. I'm 17 now, and I'm outside. Lost in the woods, but outside. I've never been so happy to see trees. I walked towards some light I saw from afar. And there should be people if there's light, right? I just realized I forgot to say what this story is about. And what MoMA stands for. So this is a creepypasta story. And MOMA stands for Mutt of Many Animals. There's no way I was going to put the whole thing in the title, and so I just shortened it down to MOMA. Let's just finish this chapter before my voice goes away. EJ's point of view. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who are your creepypastas, you probably, I'm not too sure if you want to continue on with this story, continue on with this me or not. But if you actually do know who are your creepypastas, then you're staying, because I just said EJ, and if you're still here by now, then you gotta stay for the rest of this. Continuing on. Jeff and Ben must have been too busy to notice that there's a girl singing outside of the mansion. And again, we had one of the best years of the mansion. You hear pretty much everything. I looked out the window to someone or something with raggedy clothes coming closer. It seemed to be a girl who was singing and coming closer and closer. Well, that's a big cringe, if I ever did see one. I went outside, who did my best to stay hidden. The closer she got, the better I can see her. Yes, I can see, but I couldn't at first. By the way, I have no idea how EJ senses work, and I'm pretty sure everyone else isn't necessarily too sure how exactly he can assess the environment around him. So in this case, he can't see. So in this fan fiction, he can see. End of conversation. End of conversation. Excuse me. She was green all over her body, and her skin looked scaly like a lizard. Her hair was long and messy. Her eyes looked like they belonged. Her ears looked like they belonged to a wolf. Her tail looked like a lion's tail. Every time she opened her mouth, I could see sharp teeth and a snake tongue. And her eyes were like sapphire blue balls in her sockets. She must be a new pasta. She stopped dead in her tracks and fell as her stomach growled. She must be very hungry. All I have on me is a liver. I hope she's a cannibal. I dropped the liver in front of her, and she ate it in a rush. Thank you, she said. What are you doing out here? I'm lost and saw this building here. She looked at me with confusion. Urzawa's point of view. The boy in front of me had black on him, except for the royal blue mask he had on, which cried black tears. What a sight to see. Are your eyes covered? I don't have eyes. Hello, kitty cat. The original big fat cat is in the room with me. Oh shit. I almost fell off the bed. Excuse me real quick. Silly cat doesn't want to jump onto the bed. Well, stinks to be her. She won't get as many pets as she wants. Continuing on. He took off his mask to show his empty eye sockets. I couldn't believe it, but then again, I'm a freak, so I should be the one to talk. What happened to them? I was a sacrifice. I'd much rather not talk about it. Okay, I feel sorry for you. I know Carl will get them back for that. Hard. He chuckled, revealing his razor-sharp teeth. Our teeth match. I like that. He smiled. What's your name? I asked Jack. Yours? I don't really have a name. My last name is Urzawa, though. I used to have a first name, but I don't remember what it was anymore. I could give you a new name if you want. Yes, please. You look like a Rosetta to me. Do Do you like that? Yeah. Then it's settled. Your new name is Rosetta Urzala. And yeah, the title of the story is supposed to be in all caps. And I like how the foot of the story says, "A curse and a sacrifice can't find love." I just find that really cute, and that's actually a pat on the back for a job well done on my behalf right then and there. Excuse me, I'm a little sleepy. If you guys want, I can actually continue with this story. I know for sure Gish would want me to continue this, because this is actually this story. Actually, you know what? Give me a sec. First things first. If you look at the top left corner, you'll see Wattpad's logo. Right when I paused the recording, that popped up. So I just avoided something. Hehehe. And there it is. The first of the new the first sighting of Gish Kid. Speaking of which, hey Gish, how are things going? And I actually didn't even notice. It's like, hang on, let me actually get to the bottom of this. This is where, like, this story plus Light Up My Cafe are actually the first stories where I actually had the title be the same, or the title of the chapter be the same amount of words as the title from the last chapter and all the other chapters. Actually, I'm pretty sure I should read more stories on Qualitative, since this is pretty much like this came before her YouTube. This came before Wattpad. This website here is pretty much like my home base, where hang on, I'll show you. This is kind of where it all started. Because there's no way it would have 115 followers on Qualitative if I started like in 2017. This was actually created in 2015, and there it is, pretty much the birthday of Connie Comet from Qualitative. So I really gotta do stuff here, because this shows a little like a really nice place in my heart. And I don't know, like, for those of you who actually go to Qualitative, maybe request me to read a story here, like a blind let's read. And so I'm actually at a loss of words as of right now. So I guess you just gotta wait until next time and see what I'll do next. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually have a picture of the shirt that I quote unquote made. So without further ado, see y'all next time. Bye.